guys, and welcome to my July comic / manga reading wrap-up, where I'll show you everything I read in July. Now, this month I don't have a big pile. It's decent, but not too big. I read a lot of longer things. Didn't read any single issues. Eventually I'll get back to those, but yeah, I'm in the middle of another reading project on a book. Okay, so let's get started. Jesus. Okay, so the first thing I read in July that I finished is One Punch Man, Volume 3, by One and art by Yosuke Murata, and published by Viz. I picked this up with my birthday discount. I will admit that I don't like Saitama, the main guy. I do find the story around really interesting, so I said I might pick these up occasionally and keep reading. Yeah, this one was good. This one's he's going to join the Hero Association, and then he has to, he doesn't get a high grade for other aspects of the test. Then he has to go around and actually fight petty crime to move up. And then some more monsters appear and shit. Oh, and then there's a little, like a little extra, and he also inspires someone as well. Yeah, it was all pretty cool. That's that crazy Sonic guy. I don't remember his name fully. So that was that. I won't be keeping it though. It is also a pretty long manga series, I think. Alright, and then I read Rai this is volume 2 by Valiant. Now this is the Rai of 2014, like a newer version by Matt Kindet, and the artist is Clayton Crane. So I continued, I read volume 2, and I fucking love this story. There you go, I read volume 2. I made thoughts videos about all of these. Well, except that, well, I'll get to it in a moment, I'll explain. So number 2, so you got Lola here, you got Spylock, and Rai. The art is always by Clayton Crane here. It's bloody amazing. Let me show you a page at least. Wait. Great colors and everything. So I read that one, then I read number 3. It's got a dramatic cover. And number 3. I love this story. Then I read, and between, I think that these two I did read something. I read something else. No, I think it was, yeah. I thought I should take a little breaks. And then I read Foot Soldiers, Volume 1 by, this is the AIT Planet Lar. Sorry. Yeah. Now this is, like, years ago I found Volume 2 of this in Cinema City. They had a tournament there, and I found Volume 2. And I don't remember where I purchased Volume 3, but I was missing Volume 1. Obviously, I didn't read Volume 3, and I put this on my wish list in my comic shop. And finally, I got a message, there's a copy, and I'm like, holy shit. So I ran to buy it, and finally got it, and I decided, you know what, I'll read it, but I'll make videos in the future. I need to get all 3 of them, like, in a pile, put it next to me, and read them. The story's definitely interesting. But I want to obviously read the full thing to understand. Because, this is the kind where you really have to go back and reread. And we have to read from the start, because plunging into the second, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, and it's also black and white art, which I also really love. Now let me show you a bit from the beginning. Now, there is, I don't know if this is, like, these are reprints of it, because in my comic shop there's also another one of the Foot Soldiers, but it's published by a different company. So I'm not sure what's going on. There you go. Alright, now then I read volume 3. Now, thing here is, now I got all of these volumes off of Amazon like years ago. The thing is, volume 4, volume 4, now 3, of this is the origin of Rai, but it's not the end of the story. For some reason, this is called volume 4 even on my comic shop. And it's got the same name as the actual volume 4, with the actual bloody story. And I don't know why the hell they did it like that, because it's confusing. Not to mention I was disappointed, because I thought I'm gonna finish the story. Fuck to that. I just don't get why they did it like that. Like here, even it shows here in the order of reading that they have here. So here we go. This is like you got Rai, 4000 AD, like right here. You see? And then you got, but it's got like a similar name. It's also Rai Volume 4, 4000 AD. Then why the fuck is that not Volume 4? And instead the actual ending of the story is just 4000 AD. I mean, why? I just don't fucking get it. What, did someone fuck up or couldn't be fucked to do it right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm so baffled by this. Because you got here, you see on the big one, you got 1, then you go 2, 3, 4, and then you got the origin. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the origin, but I was just disappointed. See, it looks like reading the origin was interesting. Now, a little bit of spoilers, so if you don't want to move a bit ahead in the video. So you got, like, how the rise started. Very creepy, by the way, how Father made them. But the thing is, you got this lady here. She's also a Rai. Her name is Sai. But she appears in volume 4. She appears in volume 3. Where Rai is down on Earth and going around. Right? Yeah, she's in volume 3. And she has a son. Now, that son he's the child of her, and then this Rai over here. So then how, because, okay, the problem is a lot of time seem to have passed between, but the kid is a young boy when Rai meets him. And then there's also a meeting between the current Rai that we're with and then this old Rai. And then not to mention that Rai thinks his family is lost because, like, Father found them and then he tore, like, the little piece of place that Sai was on and pregnant with their child. And then they send her down to Earth. And the thing is, right, this Rai in the white robes, he survived falling to Earth. So why didn't he assume that Sai would survive? She's a Rai as well. I mean, my man didn't even go down there to check. He's just, okay, she's dead. Our child is dead. I'm not going to go down to make sure because, you know, she's a Rai like me. So there's a chance she's still alive. They're dead. That one just, I get it, maybe that's the point of the story, but it's just, And also, like, here she looks like a Rai, but when Arai meets her, she looks human. Like, how did she change herself to look human? I got questions. Okay, anyway, I bitched enough about this. Still an interesting origin to see how they were all created, but still, that doesn't make sense to me. And then, last but by no means least, I read Mystery Society by IDW. And this is also not a new one. It came out, I got it wrong. This came out like a lot earlier even. It's just this definitive edition trade that I got came out in 2017. But this miniseries came out a lot earlier than that. It's pretty interesting. It's a 5-issue miniseries. I also made a thoughts video. It's got great art, I think. Miss Staples' art style is really nice. She does nice colors, too. See? It's got an interesting style. Story's not perfect. I think it needed a longer series than what it got, but for what it is, it's really, really fun. As I said, I recommended giving this one a read if you like weird things. But yeah, definitely a good one. Now again, could have used more. Definitely could have used more. And that's it. That's what I read in July. Again, I'm a little disappointed this volume wasn't the actual end of the story. But luckily, thanks to Andrew telling me that, there's the ending separately. I've ordered it from my comic shop. But hopefully at some point it reaches Israel and I can finish the story. And that's why I decided not to make a video about this one, because not to mention it would be confusing in the order of videos. Fucking stupid decisions. But that's it. But yeah, I hope I'll get it at some point and I can finish reading that one. I'm excited. Alright folks, so that is it. Let me know what you've read in July, or if you've read any of these. And that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!